down, and what comes down just stays. At least that's how it seems to be looking like today. Like there is just too much in my way, but I will fight and I will pray, but I'm not so sure today. Come on, Gail. Maybe when the pendulum swings the other way, well, I will look into your eyes and maybe I will say that we're on the edge of something great, so don't let it slip away. But I'm not so sure today. No, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure.
The album
The album.
was Not So Sure.
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Not so
Thanks.
sure. Here, let me hold it up.
Here, you hold it up.
You talk and I'll hold.
It's all good. This was well, first of all, thanks for joining us.
There it is.
If you're joining us on Facebook, hi. If you're joining us on YouTube, hi. We actually are not able to watch the YouTube live feed at the same time. In fact, we're not really watching any of the live feeds because it's just too distracting. But we're going to check in a little bit, so we really appreciate
We hope you're out there.
you. We hope you're out there.
Can they see this?
I don't think they can see us.
Can they hear us?
But they might
Okay.
be able to see the cat who's about to walk
Somebody's
up.
saying
Hi.
something. Hi, buddy. What's up?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
anyways, we had this idea to do this title tracks and deep cuts show for you just because we really, really wanted to come play. It's been too long. And, looking at this record, this was the last one we released as an Annie Cap CD. And after this one, everything is an Annie and Rod Cap CD. So this is the only song you're going to get from that record. So there you go. You can still
What
get
was it
it if
called?
you want.
Pendulum?
The song was called Pendulum, and I confess it feels pretty appropriate these days. So, but yeah, we are. The next album that came after that was called One Big Show. That one was from 2003, and the song Pendulum was inspired by an interview I heard on NPR. It was a gentleman, Terry Gross, I think, was interviewing somebody, a famous person, a famous writer who had Parkinson's and was in the later stages, and she was asking him how he was managing and to stay so positive. And he said, there's good days and bad days, and the pendulum always swings the other way. And so I kind of grabbed onto that, but of course, as a, somebody who's not suffering, I just went to the dark side. But anyway,
The Stoic.
the stoic. So One Big Show was the next one. We're not going to play the title track for you of that one, but we are going to do a couple of cuts off of One Big Show. It showed up
So,
at, yeah.
Not So Sure was 2003.
Yeah, this one.
One Big Show is 2005.
Yeah.
Showing the back.
This is the
And
important
don't
part.
hold it too close because it'll go out of focus. Pull it back by the mic.
Here.
Back by the mic, yeah.
There we go.
Now pull it back a little bit.
This is really,
Well, it's hard to see.
this is really hard.
Anyways,
Well, just
that's
so
what
you know.
we get for not having autofocus.
Okay, this is Three Ladies and Rod. So it's me, Christine Schinker, who is our drummer and harmony singer for a number of years back in those days, and the lovely Greta Mae Barnard, who was all over this record with her beautiful fiddle. And we had so much fun making this record.
Yeah.
We did this one at Big Sky Recording
In Ann Arbor.
in Ann Arbor, where we did pretty much all of our records except for one, but we'll get to that later. So anyway, we picked a song from this record, a couple of songs that are near and dear to my heart. And without further ado, we're just going to play. Ready? I think something's not right there.
That's all right. I didn't realize you switched.
Good?
Yeah.
Just in case you wondered, I am still the little girl you once knew. And if you ever asked me, I would still perform those same tricks for you. There was a time when I looked to you for all of my strength. Might have been a mistake, but one I was willing to make. Part and parcel to the act of repenting for all of my sins, knowing it was me who was responsible for that mess that you're in. There was a time when I looked to you for forgiveness, but you failed that test. Now I've put it to rest, and pining away over days gone by is such a ridiculous waste of time, and wondering what would have happened if won't bring you peace of mind. I keep thinking back on all the rotten things that I've ever done, for attention never came as fast as when I tried to run. There was a time when I looked to you for something good, the little engine that could. Now I'm just knocking on wood. I can still remember everything you taught me, but then I forgot to remember not to let you turn me into something I'm not. Gone is the time when I look to you to part my Red Sea, 'cause I found it in me. All the strength I need, and pining away over days gone by is such a ridiculous waste of time. But if I could do it all over again, in the very same skin that I'm in, there's a very good chance I might win some big prize. But just in case you wondered, I am still the little girl you once knew. And if you ever asked me, I would still perform those same tricks
Girl You Once Knew. Well, what was that one about, Hans?
Oh, I dare not say. It's crazy going back to these songs and trying to remember what was inspiring them. I was listening to a lot of Amy Mann, and I do know that the phrasing of that song came from an Amy Mann song, but the lyrics had nothing to do with anything Amy Mann related. Yeah. Oh, little bits and pieces. I'm a recovering Catholic, you know. I think it was a sort of empowering song for me at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Is my guess. It is now. This is one of those. The next one we're going to do is one called "What I See," and again, another one of our favorite cuts that didn't get a lot of airtime out in the big world. But this was definitely inspired by the sorts of folks that maybe are lacking in a little bit of self-awareness, and I would venture to say that I qualify as one of those people. So every time I think I was inspired to write this song about a friend, you can be almost certain it's probably just about me. But yeah,
I got this friend who's
I got this
problem.
friend. Yeah, this friend who has this problem. You know, we should have that little sign up, but we'll put it up in a minute. Okay. Here's what I see. Ready?
Yeah.
Never could I know, never could I understand. From here where I sit in my uncomfortable chair, still it looks to me like maybe you have done this to yourself. You've done this to yourself. All powerful you, all full of piss and fire. Your laugh is magical, but you are breaking up inside. The snakes are in your bed, and that's the way you made it. That's the way you made your bed. And it's hard to believe that you did not see it coming as they huffed and they puffed and they blew your house to pieces. But here's the thing, you don't see what I see. You don't see what I see underneath the rubble and the dust. Indistinguishable scars that never saw the sunlight. You opened up the door and looked so shocked when they came in. Then you poured them all a drink and wonder why they will not leave you. You wonder why they will not leave. Loving you is harder than I ever could imagine. You pulled out all the stops so the applause would keep on coming. But be careful what you pray for, 'cause you never know who'll answer, and you just might get your wish. And it's hard to believe that you did not see it coming as they huffed and they puffed and they blew your house to pieces. But here's the thing, you don't see what I see. You don't see what I see underneath the rubble and the dust. But never could I know, never could I understand looks to me like maybe you have done this to yourself. You've done this to yourself. Thanks, y'all. We're gonna move into more familiar territory now as we move into the year 2007, when we released what I like to think as one of those kind of pivotal records for us. It was called "In This Town," and we kind of, that was the album I think that sort of put us on the proverbial map of the folk music world, I suppose. We've since fallen off that world, but nonetheless, it was we had a moment. We hired a radio promoter, and we were attending a lot of folk conferences, which we still sort of do. Not this year, we don't. And yeah, so the album gave us some visibility. That and it was actually our 5th record, if you can believe it. A lot of people think it was our first, so let's not be fooled by that. But yeah, I will never forget being inspired to write this song, but I'm going to dive right in to "In This Town." In this town, I would frequent this cafe, and that table in the corner would be mine most every day. Eventually, I might even get to know your name if I lived in this town. If I lived in this town, I would get myself a job tending bar at Davy's Joint. I like it there, it's nice and dark, and there's a chance I'll hear you playing your guitar if I lived in this town. In this town I could be happy. In this town I'd make new friends. In this town I could be Isabel, and I could start all over again. If I lived in this town, I would rent the perfect flat on the top floor of some old brick house with a great big garden around the back, walking distance everywhere, and I might cross your path if I lived in this town. In this town I could be happy. In this town I'd make new friends. In this town I could be Caroline, and I could start all over again. I think I would be safe here. I think maybe I'll stay here for a while. If I lived in this town, I wouldn't think about him, 'cause nothing here is anything at all like where I live. And I believe that you would treat me better than he did if I lived in this town. In this town it would be different. In this town I'd fall in love. In this town I could be Mary Ann,
show them the album cover on this one?
Yeah, you want to see the album cover? I don't think it's working. I don't think anybody can actually see the album cover.
Well, come on, we can make the effort.
We can make the effort. Make the effort, Caps. Show them where the album cover is. I think I have to switch instruments now. Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah. Boy, that is hard to see, isn't it?
Yeah, it's too much glare.
I can't tell if it's my eyes or the camera's eyes. Anyways.
Let's assume it's both.
It just has lots of footage of the Chelsea area. That was
Oh, that's right.
not long after we had moved into Chelsea. And
Actually, it was before we moved to Chelsea. We were coveting the town of Chelsea. Not because we didn't love our hometown of Ann Arbor at the time, but there were a lot of reasons
is
we
this
wanted
a
to
choice
move.
or a order?
It's the second one.
Okay.
So yeah, tuning. I think this is the right fret, right? Yeah. Rod has to get all into dadgad tuning or something in this one, so we're gonna. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. We're gonna do a cut off in this town. We're doing a couple songs I think off of this one for you. This is my little lullaby. I don't even know why I'm calling it a lullaby. It's not a lullaby, but it was a song I remember very vividly. When the words started coming to me, I sort of remember where we were on the highway, where we were headed. It was we were just about to play the first house concert we would ever do, and then fortunately for us, we met some amazing friends. It's Tim Piazza and Eliza Jane.
Yeah, they even had us back.
I know, yes. We actually did a 10-year anniversary concert there, Concerts in the Cabin in Evansville, Indiana. We've also met some other great friends, Paul and Heidi Doss down there, and this is what this world did for us. You know, we got to travel and meet some amazing people who've become lifelong friends, and you know, that slowed down for us quite a bit. And while he's still tuning, I'll just say that we were hoping to be out there doing more of that this year, and just like everybody else. And here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are from home, just lamenting and reminiscing and thinking about the good old days.
But try we will.
But try we will.
Try will I.
So this song is full of hopefulness in my heart, and it's called I Will Try. I will soak up all the colors from the sun when it appears on graffiti covered overpasses, junkyards piled high with years and years of tattered history. What will be our future? Steer me in the right direction for our time remaining here. I will blow off all the foolish things and the dust on sweet old times. Sneak up on each moment, eager for the next surprise. Clear my mind of drama, fill it up with the sublime. Leave some room for quiet, 'cause that's where beauty lies. I will try, I will try, I will try to memorize the words of all the greatest protest songs. Jump on the next train and let it carry me along to some unknown destination. I'll make the best of where it lands. Chances are for taking, so don't bother making plans. Welcome new beginnings and pray for things you cannot buy. Watch the universe unfold its splendid roller coaster ride. Let the mud roll off my back, sing myself a lullaby. Watch the universe unfold its splendid roller coaster ride. If only for today, I will try. Sweet. Nice job in the dad-gad there, Caps.
Likewise, whatever the heck you were doing. Anyways. I know you were doing something strange.
Okay, we're loosening up now, I think. Yeah, it's been a couple of months since we've done one of these live streams. We've been doing a couple of things on Zoom, and Zoom has this audience engagement feel, a little more so, I think, than some of the streams here. So we are we're really happy to be here tonight. We're gonna do another one off the In This Town record. This one is Can Only Be Described.
Do you think they can see us?
This is a codependent love song. This is our codependent love song.
Shall we?
Yes, and what I love about this song is this is one of those that we recorded with just 3 instruments, and they were a bass, a ukulele, and a stool that like was ripped up. Do you remember that Greg Sauceda, our drummer from all over In This Town, Greg Sauceda,
Sauce Dog.
yeah, he was
Playing brushes on a leather stool. Yeah, like a drum thrower or
It's
something,
really
wasn't
kind of cool. I think you might have thrown a guitar solo in there, but
it? Yes, there's a guitar solo.
But since
Yep.
you can only do one, we picked the bass this time. So let's see what happens with this little ukulele that I only play for this one song ever. Ready, buddy?
I think so.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Standing on top of this tiny little hill, we got our faces to the sun. You be my Jack, I'll be your Jill, and I will be open to all your advances, although it isn't like me to take this kind of chance. I will go tumbling down with you. Now we're halfway down this tiny little hill. Well, my body may be bruised, but I assure you, not my will. And I will gladly listen to all of your questions, although I may not have any answers to speak of. I will go tumbling down with you. As long as we're together, as long as we're alive, think of all the little hills we could climb. Spank that thing, Cap. Well, we're down at the bottom of this tiny little hill, and I ache from head to toe, but my God, I love you still. And I promise to consider all of your suggestions, but give me just a little bit of time to convalesce, then I will go tumbling down with you. We're standing on top of this tiny little hill. We've got our faces to the sun. You be my Jack,
I'll be your Jill.
and I will go tumbling down with you. Yes, I will go tumbling down with you. Oh, I will go tumbling down.
Wait a minute, try that again.
Well, I can honestly say I'm going to leave the ukulele to the ukuleists. My friend Lauren Crane is a lovely ukulele player, beautiful songwriter, and yeah, I'll let her play the ukulele.
I thought that sounded very nice. You have a funky uke.
Yeah. I'm going to do another shout out to Lauren. I'm going to continue that shout out.
Funky uke.
I was very fortunate to be able to help Lauren create this CD of hers that she is releasing very soon to the world, and as her producer. And it was the first time I'd ever done such a thing. I mean, we produced our own records, but to be asked to work with her on that record was kind of a crazy honor, and it was a pure joy. And I hope you will look her up, laurencrane.com. Presently, I have now been asked to produce another EP for our good friend Sigurd Christensen. Another joy, whole different style of music, whole different world of musicians even. And this has been another joy. But both of these have been done at Big Sky Recording. And I cannot say enough about Big Sky Recording. Jeff Michael over there. So the next, where are we? Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna hold. Let's put a hold on Jeff Michael because he's gonna come up again. But we're about to do the title track to our 2009 release. Now, I don't know if you've been keeping track, but 2003, 2005, 2007, 2009. We put out a new record every 2 years for well, however many years that was, and sorry,
for a couple rounds.
Yeah, we were doing really, really good. This is the last one of the every 2 year mark. We slowed down quite a bit after this. Mm-hmm. But this
is... this guy in Lansing, though.
We heard about this guy in Lansing, Glenn Brown. And we've heard about it from number of artists. Jen Siggett is recorded there. Joshua Davis stepping in it. And it was Joshua's record... it has Rooster in the title. It's a while ago. That he did. That made me think of reaching out to Glenn because... the way he recorded it with the whole band live, and I know this is not a new phenomenon, but it was sort of new to us. We'd been making records, just single tracks at a time, for years, and we really, really wanted to try this. And so we reached out to Glenn and sat down with him, and he introduced us some amazing musicians. So the list of artists is on the back of the record, and I have to just rattle them
Show
off.
the front of that one.
But
well, you can show the front.
It's a
while
piece
you're
of
rattling.
art. Look at, well, see, you can't even see it. Anyway, so this one, Dave Taylor is on drums. The second name on the list is Drew Howard, aka Captain Midnight, pedal steel god of Michigan and all over. And this would be the first time that we used Drew.
It was.
Right? And then we continued to use Drew every record since.
Most albums since, yes.
And we've gotten fortunate to have him on stage with us. Dominic Davis and Rachel Davis are both on this record.
Yeah.
Pat Prouty, both, another phenomenal bassist. Jen Siggett, Jan Christ. Chuck Mock was our drummer for a couple tunes, and Christine Schinker makes an appearance on here. Jim Alfredson.
This is our first real Jason Denny album, too, isn't it?
What we haven't said about Jason Denny is that he shows up on this record under our name. So it's Annie and Rod Caps with Jason Denny. So he's sort of the biggest name.
He was actually
on
In This Town, but he was just a singer.
I know. I should have mentioned that earlier. So we had started playing with Jason right at that point, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, but these songs, Jason was so involved in terms of all the parts and just helping with arrangement and everything. I don't know. It was just it was a really, really big part of making these songs what they are. And every album after that too. So,
Are the Milroys?
who did I miss? Peter Knupfer. No, we could have brought them up sooner, but they're on earlier records. Peter Knupfer. Is it Knupfer?
I'm not.
Violinist.
I'm not
Wonderful.
sure.
Anyway,
Fiddler.
you know, that's
And
star-studded record
the
that it is.
keyboardist.
Jim Alfredson.
Jim
Yes,
Alfredson.
I mentioned him.
Yes.
Organissimo and many other things. He played an instrument called a harmonium. We learned so much about, and we made this record working with Glenn. There's one song on there where he actually ran Rod and Jason's harmony vocals through a Wurlitzer, so they sound
Through a Leslie.
Leslie, sorry.
A Leslie speaker.
Oops.
It had the Leslie warble.
It had the Leslie warble. It's very cool. So yeah, that was okay. So I did not play the 5-string banjo on this song, but we have modified it as such. Here is the title track of My Blue Garden. Ready? Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm up here. Let's get the fingers warmed up. I'll plant this seed in my blue garden, watch it grow up to the stars, gem like Jack, climb right through the clouds. And untie the laces on my shoes, kick 'em off so I can dance with you, and let nothing stop the rain on its way down. Heaven and I, it's a lovely by and by. Take this heartache to the sky. Lead me there, just heaven and I. Falls away like satin from a bride. And I am Eve before the apple, carefree and undeniable, till that old snake and me collide. Heaven and I, it's a lovely by and by. Take this heartache to the sky. Leave me there, just heaven and I. Take my deepest breath. Hot air fills up my balloon, and so I float up to the moon. Just me and that cow jumping for our lives. To over there where burdens lift and gravity does not exist, and everyone gets their very own piece of pie. It's a lovely by and by. Take this heartache to the sky. Leave me there, just heaven and I. Heaven and I. It's a lovely by and by. Take this heartache to the sky. Leave me there. Leave me there, leave me there, just heaven and I. Pause for applause. That's the only banjo tune you're getting tonight, people. That's it. No more banjo. We got a whole nother show planned for you with nothing but banjo. So you can plan ahead and be warned.
And this one coming up, the deep cut is sort of, that came off that exit off of 75 up north, right? Didn't some of that?
Well, yes, you're thinking of Paula's.
Yeah.
Paula's Cafe.
Yeah.
So
What was it?
I guess you could say Paula's Cafe makes an appearance, but I changed it to Paula's Diner. This song, the next two tunes we're going to play off this My Blue Garden record are two songs that were ones that we really loved, but we didn't play out very often. And I think you might notice, if you've been watching and listening the whole time, or know anything about our music, that some of the songs we choose not to play might be because if we did all these songs all in one set, kind of like we're doing now, people would be very sad. We're trying to throw in some nice lilting light songs in between some of these heavier tunes, I suppose. This one is we've got a lot of folks in our lives who are in recovery, have been in recovery, have relapsed. It is a struggle, to be sure, and our hearts just go out to them so much. And this is but everything you ever hear from them is like one day at a time. And so much of what they have to do is kind of cut people out of their lives because they have to go where the influences are not, start over, and so this song has a little bit of that in it, but it's just kind of about getting up every day and putting one foot in front of the other, which right now I think we can all relate to, right? So quite right. Oh, that's what's wrong. Sorry, the tuning thing. The tuning. Hey, how do you like our backdrop? I ask these questions knowing full well I'm not going to necessarily see the answer, but I do promise you this. Oh, I never dropped that. We are going to go back through and respond and chat with you guys and check in later.
We are?
Well, I mean, just like later on, we'll go. I do want you to know that we read every single comment that you put out there, so be careful what you say. But
we do.
We're gonna be. If you're out on YouTube, I'm happy you're out there on YouTube. We are trying to steer more traffic to our YouTube channel because we are planning to put more stuff up there. We've been archiving a lot of live video with the full band. We've got a show. The last show we did before the lockdown was a trio show with Jason out at Maple Street Chapel, Maple Street Concerts in Lombard. Great folks out there, and it was a co-bill with $11 supper. 3 lovely ladies. I don't know that they themselves are working together, but I know Michelle Billingsley is one of the band members, and she's out there actively playing her music, and she put out a new record. Anyways, off we go. There's a lot of people. But we filmed that show, and I came across it the other day, and I thought, gosh, I got to get this up on YouTube. It was fun, and just to sort of remember what it was like to be able to play in front of people was really awesome. So this is called Another Day. With me? This is still not right. Something's not right. It says F sharp, so I guess it should be right. Oh no, that's not right. I'm so sorry. This is terrible. Wow.
You're going the wrong way.
No, it's supposed to be G sharp. Okay, sorry. Since I've gone off the rails, I'm going to go just talk about this little capo I'm using right here. So this is one of the few songs that I use a double capo on. These next two are on both these, but this one...
Dude, double capo!
we got inspired by our friend Dan Hazlett, who's frequently got four or
Bristling.
five.
The
Four
man
or five.
bristles with capos.
I know, 4 or 5 capos. Yes. Did you come to hear music? I don't know. I'm just talking a lot right now. But okay, so this capo, you probably can't see too close, but it's got a thing, a little doohickey thing that you push. Oh wait, let me get it in the screen. So it's a drop D capo, which means it doesn't fret the lowest string. It just frets the others. But it also has this thing that you can use to so if you want to play a E minor chord, this is for you musicians out there. You can hold that thing down. Okay, I don't know why I told you that, but now, just in case you were wondering what this funky little gadget was on the end of my capo. Okay,
all right.
Time for this song. Let's play the song.
What song are we playing?
Oh, much better.
One step at a time in a West Kentucky trailer park. The only company she keeps is that beat-up second-hand guitar, filling up her darkest nights with all the songs she would write about the times they used to spend swinging from the stars. A crucifix and dime store oil paintings hang upon the wall of a single wide passed down from Mama, for Jesus came to call. There's only room enough for one in the back, a loaded gun. At the meeting house they sing in her sweetest southern drawl. But she made it through another day. Serving up the greasy burgers at Paula's Diner pays the bills. During quiet hours she keeps distracted, scrubbing down the grills. The lunch rush is a blessing, leaves no room for second guessing, but time goes by so slowly from the bottom of this hill. But she made it through another day. She made it through another day. Arms outstretched, she walks the straight and narrow tightrope line. It's a balancing act, one false step, and it's back to a life of crime. Now standing by his grave, she finally forgave him, thanked him for that guitar and all those crazy times. 'Cause she made it through another day. She made it through another day.
shift up 1 whole fret, both capos.
Arg.
Okay, so here's what I gotta say about this song. First of all, yes, I'm talking between every song. So we had a wonderful experience on Sunday. We got to go see live and in person Dana Cooper, who's a wonderful, beautiful singer-songwriter. I don't even know where he lives. I should know this. Nashville. In the backyard of our friend Kiara's house in Ann Arbor, and there were about 25 people, and we were all very distanced and very safe, but it was our first time being out in a public setting like that, where a whole bunch of people we knew were there, and we couldn't touch them or hug them. I'm a hugger, people, and I'm going to be 100% honest. We have been isolating ourselves purposely because it's not like we don't think we can stand and have a conversation with somebody from 6 feet away or whatever, but my body aches for that human touch and that hug, and it was so hard. That part of it was really hard. It was a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, but it did get me thinking about how isolated he and I are, and how we suddenly are kind of socially inept and don't really know how to talk to people very well. So we've kind of
always been social inept. I can't even fare.
He said that. So I don't know, this song that we're going to play for you now is called Tragic and Lovely, and it's it's a very short, was started out as a poem that I put some music to, and again, one of my kind of favorites, very personal to me kind of song, but it's an exploration of keeping ourselves with walls up, and hopefully at some point realizing that we had the control to bring them down. See if we can pull this off. Right. Oh, and the tenor banjo is making an appearance. This puppy speaks, so.
The cannon. Oh, I think I pegged it. I think I pegged the red line on that one.
Lost everybody.
Dang it. Sorry, everybody. All right.
Ow. Face that way. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, I got it. 1, 2, 3.
Tragic and lovely as autumn leaves beckoning, longer nights perfectly lonely, the way that she likes, ripe for self-pity, preparing for battle, a sentry she stands in the threshold between the whole world and her heart. One little soldier with no commander patiently waits for instructions that never do come. Blow out the candle, nobody will notice the child who's guarding the border between the whole world and her heart. Open the window up just enough to hear the silence unbroken by emptiness filling the dark, pulling the trigger, destroying the moment, a beauty she dances alone in between the whole world and her heart. Stumbling upward through life's timely lessons, embracing the glimmer of hope, shining through the despair, lighting a candle, the snowflakes are flying, a door now unlocked
almost made it. Have we mentioned that we haven't played any of these songs very much at all in the last 15 years?
Until the last week.
Until the last week when we started going, we should probably start practicing some of these songs. Excellent. One we know quite well. I'm very excited. It's time for 2015.
Not actually, because you have things moved around here. Notice what you've done.
Oh, no, that's right.
Oh, that's right?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I guess I didn't think about that. Because we had a EP sort of in the middle.
Oh,
Not to confuse
right.
issues, but we sort of released things twice. It's all right.
It's true.
It's all right. We may have taken $5 from you and then 10.
Moving
Anyways.
on. It's Searching for Neverland time. I'm just sort of giving away the songs, but yes, it took us from 2009, and he's right. We did release an EP because we had been we'd been writing some songs and we wanted to record them. And that EP, we went into Big Sky Recording and sat down, Jason, Rod, and myself. We sat in front of microphones and we just recorded the whole thing, us live. It was a really quick and dirty thing. You can actually download that whole EP on our website. We only made a limited number of them, and there's a song on there that
It's the only place.
is the only place it'll ever be.
Right.
I trashed it pretty much after we recorded. We released that EP, but it is being reworked into a whole new song that's sitting in my
And it's also
thing.
our only recorded version, studio recorded version of Whiskey Before Breakfast.
Whiskey Before Breakfast. Right.
With Jason Denya.
You can download that whole album
Denny.
on our website
Denya.
at Bandcamp. First you go to our website, then you go to Bandcamp and you can download it. It's $5. Speaking of money, sorry, we haven't asked for any money. So if anybody's asking about tips, don't. I'm really sorry because I suck at this part, and I probably should have mentioned this sooner. But is that legible? It says MichiganMusicAlliance.org, and if you, I'm not 100% sure if I put this in the description, but I think I put it in the description of all these. Wherever you're watching us, you should see a link to the website.
Don't click it.
No, click
No, I
it.
mean, you can't click this.
You can't click this.
Yeah.
They can't probably even see that.
Why not? It's right there.
Well, I guess you sort of can.
Oh.
Well, anyway, these folks, there's a lot of great, I think, organizations around the country helping out folks, musicians locally, and the Michigan Music Alliance has an artist relief fund, and if you feel like donating some money, that would be a really great place to go. We would love that. So, yeah. But if you want to buy a CD, we'll take your money for that. So you just go to AnnieandRodcaps.com and click on shop. Okay, I don't even want to introduce this song. We're just going to play it.
All right.
Yes, but 2015, man, that was a long time. That was 6 years. We had a lot of tunes hanging out back there. Yeah, but we love this record. We like to think we kept getting better at this. So
We got different at it.
here's hoping. We got
Ready?
different at it. That's perfect.
Ready?
We got different at it. Okay, here we go.
Come
1, 2, 3, ready. Dark corners, full moons, deep rivers of gin. Too many sea assumes no room at the inn. Spinning round and round and round and round we go. Back for more and more and more we go. Searching for Neverland. Love letters unsent. Crippled summer days. Miss Darling's lament. The quiet price she pays. Spinning round and round and round and round we go. Back for more and more and more we go. Searching for Neverland. High and low, we can't find it
Steel bars, trapdoors, old secrets, new sins. His shadow on the floor. Here we go again, spinning round and round and round and round we go. Back for more and more and more we go, searching for Neverland. Spinning round and 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 round. Well, you knew I had to. Searching for Neverland. Dang, and it's the only time the fiddle's coming out. Okay. This is the moment when we go, we've got, what are you doing? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 songs left for you. The 4 we're trying right now, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I think I want to go ahead and do the one we planned to do. Is that all right with you?
Sure. I have no idea what you're talking
No,
about. But,
let's not. Let's do
I
let's
don't
do
know
the
which
other
one
one.
you're at.
Let's do
Just
this
point.
that one.
Ah, I got you now.
We're gonna do the one we did not plan to do.
All right.
This is arguably not a super deep cut. In fact, many of these are not super deep cuts. I think the term deep cut came from, like, they always put the songs that were like they didn't think people would ever get to, or the lesser songs later in the record. Or I don't know why that's true, but we didn't necessarily think
I
along
think
those
it's just
lines.
some marketing jargon.
Oh,
that
it probably is.
some
I should have looked it up.
guy in
Yeah.
a polo shirt came up with and started spouting off about the cuts that didn't get their A&R representation on, I don't know, whatever. But
Okay.
I know nothing about this business. But for us, these are cuts that we like that didn't get played a lot.
Right. Yeah. Deep cuts. And they're also deep songs.
Deeply wounding?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
No,
Oh, no.
not really. Okay. This one has a great picture, though, on the back.
Yeah. Oh. It's also a sad
Well,
picture.
It also,
It's where
but
we
it's
used
got
to
some
live.
nice,
We don't live there anymore. But
it was a beautiful field.
we love where we live now. Right. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna
So
do.
what are we playing?
We're gonna do. We're gonna do a
Fourth from the bottom.
song. This boy, I'm not 100% sure where this song came from, but evolved from many things. Situations where I've seen actual things that I've witnessed on a certain level, but recently I became aware of an organization called A Brighter Way, which is look them up, A Brighter Way Washtenaw. They are an organization that works with prisoners who have been released, folks that have done their time, gotten out of prison, and need reentry assistance into the community. And it is such an overlooked need, both financially and in terms of mentorship, in terms of housing, in terms of job opportunities. I've been to a couple of their meetings and learned so much about this organization that breaks my heart, but they need so much help. And this organization, A Brighter Way, has been doing some really tremendous work. And I haven't been able to get as involved as I would like because of the shutdown, but we were fortunate to get to be part of a benefit concert, and we had this song on our album, and it seemed kind of
Well, from years
right
ago.
from years ago. It had nothing to do. I didn't write the song for that purpose, but I don't
Sort of
know.
wrote,
Yeah, I've heard a lot of these. I've heard a lot of interviews. I listen to a lot of NPR people. Sorry, but I've heard a lot of interviews with folks who've gotten out of prison, and you know, there's this always this. The recidivism rate is high because there's no place to live. I mean, because there's no support out of prison, so they're get food. They get fed and a place to sleep and a roof over their head. So I don't claim to know anything about that life, but this was my attempt at feeling what that must be like. So it's called Better Off. Don't even get me started about COVID in prisons right now. So, oof, sorry.
Diners and bar rooms, lousy with strays. It's not how I plan to be spending my days. 2 long years and no honest work to be found. They don't want me hanging around. A clean start was all that I had on my mind. Now I'm trading in bottles and cans for dimes. At truck stops and liquor stores, and got a fear in Midwestern towns where they don't want me hanging around. But I can't catch a break on this side of the law, and there's only so far I'm willing to crawl, and I'm starting to think I was better off with 3 cement walls. Clutching her purse while she's pumping her gas, scowling at me as I pick through the trash. She'd have more sympathy for some old dog in the pound. She don't want me hanging around. There are things I could do for the money, and there are things I could do for a bed. There are ways to get by doing all those things I told myself I'd never do again. Oh, but I can't catch a break on this side of the law, and there's only so far I'm willing to crawl, and it's looking to me like I was better off with 3 cement walls.
Sorry, we shouldn't be laughing at the end of that song.
Oh, it's all right.
Thank you.
It was a special chord.
All right, my friends, we're moving into
Coming around that
the
that
bend.
up to contemporary times.
2019.
Skidding around into it. Little did we know.
So we released this little record.
Oh, can I show them some of the cool toys? That we
We're taking a break for show and tell now. Oh my gosh. Who would have ever thought Rod Caps was going to be the comic relief for tonight? This is happy times. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't be. Okay. Get off the rails.
Okay. All right. Are you tuned?
I am.
Did you get tuned through all that?
I got tuned. Yes, we put out this album called When They Fall. We put it out in 2019, that September, a year ago. Oh my
Wow.
God,
I
it
know.
was a year ago. A year ago, holy cow. You know, we always think our most recent record is our best, and it's the news baby, and but it's also, yeah, it's full of songs that we love, and we've been playing quite a bit. So here's the we're gonna play the title track, and then a couple more, yeah, I got nothing else.
Call it a show.
I got nothing else.
Ready?
I got nothing else. All right. Climbing up on the scaffolding, 200 feet off the ground, painting dreams on the side of the building, but don't ever look down. Sparrows, deserted playground, stories burst at the seams, wide open, closed to the public, on display for no one to see. The city is sleepwalking, having a ball. Denizens hide in the shadows while the kids from the burbs to the pub crawl, and there's nobody looking when they fall. Mattress rescue from curbside, mangled malt liquor cans, needles, remnants of chalk lines, no looking for next of kin. The city is sleepwalking, having a ball. Denizens hide in the shadows while the kids from the burbs to the pub crawl, and there's nobody looking when they fall. Climbing up on the scaffolding, 200 feet off the ground, painting dreams on the side of the building, but don't ever look down. Don't ever look down. Don't ever look down. Don't up it goes.
Need a hand.
Smarty pants. Hey, if you're out there in YouTube land and you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, this is the commercial break. We would love it if you go and click that little red button. We are, what did I say? We are really, really happy that you joined us tonight. And we have not been, like I said, we've not been doing a lot of these live streams, so we have to get back into it. And I think we're planning to do this on a more regular basis, we hope. And our goal would be to play a bunch of different songs every time so that you would have some desire to come back and not hear the same songs. And we might even be doing some shows where we feature some special guests. And so we've got a few things kind of circling around up here. So if you subscribe to the channel, that's where you're going to see and hear most of it. Although I'm sure we'll be hanging out in Facebook land as well. Okay.
Is that like Candyland?
The Candyland. This is the last song, and
No,
then we'll do the.
Facebook Land is like Candyland.
Oh, not even a little bit.
Okay. There's not a Facebook game. Facebook Land game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This tune.
There probably shouldn't be. Yep. So yes, this we're going to dedicate this song to my beautiful sister Alice, who is cancer-free now. Also, my beautiful sister from another mother, Allison Downey, who originally inspired this song. So we are in this moment where we are living every single day, and we never know when our time's going to be up. So taking advantage of every moment and, yeah, flying when we can, I suppose, is the message. Your levity, darling, morning will soon be away. Together we'll fight off the brevity, darling, now till the end of the day. The edge of the cliff never looked better. The sweetest of dreams was built on the nevers, whiling away the worries and questions. Falling is part of the plan. Just don't let go of my hand. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock. Fly with me down to the precipice, darling, out from your comfortable cave. Sing then your soul to the envious, darling. No time like now to be brave. Head first, spread wide your glorious feathers up from the ash, defying the nevers, turning away the worries and questions. Flying is part of the plan. Just don't let go of my hand. Tick tock, tick tock.
Just don't let go of my hand. Tick tock. Just don't let go. Tick tock. Just don't let go of my hand. Come to me now with your levity, darling. Morning will soon be away. Together we'll fight off the brevity, darling. Now till the end of the day. Hey, Al. Thanks so much. We're going to leave you with this one. This one qualifies as a deep cut because it's the last cut on the record. Well, actually, is it? I should check. Nope. It's the second to last cut.
The penultimate.
It's the penultimate.
Indeed.
It's the penultimate cut.
Whatever. The pugnacious penultimate.
It's a sing-along.
It fought for the second to last.
This is a song we hope that wherever you are, you're singing. And if you have the means and desire to record yourselves singing with us on this, we are going to make a community video where we have a whole bunch of voices from their homes singing along with this song on the chorus. So if you're on our email list, you'll hear about it. If you're not on our email list, oh well, here's the shameless plug. Go to AnnieandRodKeps.com and sign up for our email list. But we're
Check that then. Bet you missed this.
yeah, just because we're playing from home doesn't mean we don't have to tune. And last thing I'm going to say, please, please, please vote.
Don't touch your face.
Wear your mask and vote. I don't know, man. Drop your ballots off at your township hall.
Bless this little apple in my hand that I'm eating like I haven't got a care in the world. Bless this house in which we live, though it needs a bit of work for its beauty to unfurl. Bless this man who holds me tight while I'm sleeping and tells me everything will be okay. And bless every stage where I stand with all my friends who lift me up in every possible way. And bless my soul. Bless the refugees who leave all they've ever known behind so they can find a better life. And bless the politicians, yes, every politician who will one day open up their eyes. And bless every homeless tent city in the woods and under bridges seeking shelter from the cold. And bless the children, oh bless the children. You know we're gonna need 'em when we roll. pray she doesn't lose the fight. And oh, bless our soul. And oh, bless our soul. And bless Leonard Cohen, Aretha Franklin, Tom Petty, Ralph, Bowie, Prince, Guy, John Prine, and Merle. And bless every single one of you, 'cause you are truly radical. Without you, our voice may not be heard. And oh, bless your soul. Oh, bless your soul. Oh, bless your soul. Oh, bless your soul. I can't tell you how much I miss hearing voices singing with us on that song, but I can hear you in my head. And before we go, I just want to put another shout out there to our dear pal Ozzy Andrews, who's a name that is not come up tonight, and I don't know why, but he's the bassist, the badass bassist who's on our last 2-3 records, and we couldn't have done any of this music without him, and we're thinking about you, buddy. We're thinking about all y'all. We miss you so much. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Bless this little apple in my hand that I'm eating, like I haven't got a care in the world. The Evo. The Evo gets the last word. Thanks, everybody. We really, really, really appreciate you being with us tonight. And if you feel like sharing it, share it. We hope to see you again out here in the space of the interweb soon. In the meantime, take good care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we love you, and we'll see you again soon.